Thank you. I'm really wanting to know, most of the time, I think I'm living my life's destiny. And I'm curious to ask you and to dialogue with you in the wanting and fulfilling and the evolvement, if that is what living one's life destiny looks like.
Those are good words, and we will add a few to it. This is what we believe is living one's destiny. Follow the joy trail. In other words, follow your bliss. That is it. In other words, as you are reaching for the closest thing that you can get to joy and continuing to reach until you get there, that is how you find your trail. Because it can be in lots of different places and with lots of different people doing lots of different things. And the more varied, the more joyful. But finding your way through feeling your way, that's how you know you're on the track.
Okay. When you are speaking joy, are you meaning excitement, or are you meaning a level of deep satisfaction and fulfillment and connection?
Well, you get to assign your feelings to your labels.
Okay, good. Okay.
And as you reach for relief, you'll always get more. As you reach for relief, you'll always get more. We suspect that the life-giving, delicious, savoring properties of what we are calling joy is never ending.
Okay. Now, is the experience and accomplishment of relief getting one off the hook or more on the hook of joy when you're speaking it?
Well, as you are reaching for relief, you are releasing resistance.
Okay, fine.
And when you release resistance, the joy which is flowing to you is received by you. In other words, imagine a liquid love.
Okay.
And imagine it flowing like a fog through the atmosphere and enveloping you. And imagine the feeling of well-being that would permeate through you as it enveloped you. And understand that that is exactly the way that it is, that this stream of well-being is permeating your environment and is flowing to you, but that your vibrational state of being lets it envelop you or doesn't. And so sometimes in big wafting wind waves, it just misses you altogether because you've got your own little hurricane going and you're not allowing it to flow through you. But it is there for you if you will but relax and allow it to be. Now, you bring up something that we really want to talk about, because you're talking about this exaggerated, powerful, advanced fine-tuning of deliberate creation. And we want you to feel how incrementally you can continue to evolve. In other words, Jerry and Esther said the other day, as they were contemplating the properties that they have acquired and the development of these properties, how just a short period of time ago, it did not seem possible. And yet, somewhere along the way, it started feeling like the next logical step. And so each piece that unfolded just fit into place with the next piece. And all of those pieces seemed necessary for the next piece to fit in. But it was like the universe had a plan, and all they had to do is relax and allow it to unfold. And we say, the universe has your plan, and all you have to do is relax and allow it to unfold. So sometimes we talk about deliberate creation, and we talk about deliberately choosing a good feeling thought. And then we talk about the art of allowing, which is the process of thinking the thought but paying more attention to the way you feel than about thinking the thought. We say pet your cat, we say put your feet in the bay, we say do anything that you can do to keep from beating the drum of resistance, and in that allowing state, the things that you've been asking for will flow into your experience. We began describing the deliberate creative process as step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, contrast sort of antagonizes you into your fresh new desire, and then source answers it. But then your work is to bring yourself vibrationally from wherever you are into vibrational alignment with that fresh new desire. And now today we are saying to you, you are natural receivers of pure positive energy. And the pure positive energy is always flowing. It is the only source that flows. It is the only stream that flows. And you're allowing it or you're not allowing it, but it's the only stream that flows. So now, many of you have been following all of this. You set your goals and you thought more about what you want and why you wanted it. And you deliberately got your energy stream moving faster. And as that happened, you felt the discomfort of that, because as your energy stream moved faster, you began to feel any resistance that was in your vibrational sphere that you didn't even know was there. Beliefs that you didn't even know were in there began to show up in an uncomfortable way as you began to expand your horizons of your desire. And then you began to deliberately work on resistance. You began to pre-pave a little more. You began to pet your cat a little more. You began to pay more attention to the way you feel. You began to do something about allowing the resistance. And then we began offering analogies like there are two things that are happening that make up your emotions or that equal your point of attraction. Two things that you need to know about your connection to the energy stream. One, how much of it are you summoning by virtue of the power and clarity of your focused desire? And two, how much of it are you allowing by virtue of what you're talking about and thinking about and speaking about with other people? And so now we are saying to you, nothing is more fun than to mold this energy. Now you've got all the tools. Now you know when you think about what you want, you get energy moving. And when you think in contradiction to it, you block the energy. Now you know that when you block the energy, you don't feel so good. Now you know what to do about unblocking the energy. Now you know about the art of allowing. You know how to relax and allow the energy to flow. And now you're ready to live your life in the way that you intended. Someone said, if Esther is experiencing what appears, he said, to be a fantastic experience of Abraham flowing through her, as she achieves, his words, this level of enlightenment, why would she ever want to go back to being Esther? And we said, because the Esther part is actually the part that is experiencing contrast and birthing the desires. The Abraham part is more the allowing part of all of that, you see. You are wanting to mold this energy. You love the feeling of focus. And you love the hands-on feeling of being able to think and feel and think and feel and think and feel and think and feel and think and feel. We would like to zap you all with a fresh new desire. We would like you all to feel within yourselves the intensity of that new being in love, or that new awareness of wanting to do, be, or have something. We want you to find ways to relive that fresh desire. But desire doesn't feel so fresh when it is squirted out of a whole bunch of expectations that are muting it. And in time, with these processes that we've been talking about here today, you will find yourselves the livers of fresh new desires. You will feel, and it will show on your face, the happiness that the child feels in the discovery of the new idea.
Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed.
Hi, Abraham. I'm happy to be here, and thank you for calling on me. And first, I just want to say how much I appreciate all your teachings. And I was wondering if you were with me on my walks on the beach when I'm listening to your tapes.
Always.
Oh, cool. Because I can feel you. And my question is, do you consider yourself perfect? All that is, family, are you perfect?
Yes.
I know, it's the same question. Okay.
We consider you perfect, too.
Thank you. That's what I was wondering. Good.
The word perfect is a little uncomfortable in the sense that it implies finished. But the reason that we are wanting you to feel our perfection and your perfection is because we are unfinished, which means if we take what we consider in any moment from any perspective to be a wrong turn, we can correct it by feeling for the core energy that is at the heart of all that is good. And so there is no possible way to make any wrong turn. Even someone that your society would call wretched and terrible, who has, from their place of such severe disconnection, and from their place then of being so out of control that they perform what your society calls heinous acts on other members of society. In the moment of their death experience, as they reemerge back into pure positive energy, they reclaim their balance. And we would call that a perfect environment. In other words, where who we really are as source and love and God and good is that which we must always return to. And this leading edge experience really is a pioneering experience, because in your exposure to all of this contrast, it is possible for you to beat enough drums of enough different things that you can cause enough static or resistance within your own vibration that you hinder the connection between who you are and who you are. But it is only a temporary hindrance. And in the meantime, the desires that have been born within you, whether you have allowed yourself personally to be the receiver of them or not, has caused the universe to expand and therefore benefit, you see.
Okay, thank you very much. I love you.
It is our powerful encouragement, in light of how far we've come together today, that if you are wanting to deliberately move your vibration into a new place where all aches and pains will disappear and clarity will replace confusion and all manner of things wanted will begin to unfold in easily acknowledgeable patterns. In other words, evidence daily of improved condition. It is our encouragement that you play with this process. When you feel emotion and you have a moment where you can sit and write, stop and write the word subject on a blank piece of paper. And then write the subject. What is it that I'm thinking about? Next, write the words current emotional set point. And then just sit and dialogue. Write what you feel. He said this to me, and he shouldn't have said this to me, and this hurt my feelings. Write whatever you're feeling. And as you write, once you've written 5 or 6 sentences, then go back and look at each sentence, and somewhere around the ending of each sentence, write the emotional word that this feels like. And then say to yourself, my current set point is anger. Or my current set point is disappointment. Or my current set point is overwhelmment. Or my current set point is blame. Or my current set point is resistance. Whatever it is, it will be obvious to you. And then write emotional goal. And choose some emotion that you know is attainable, that's not too far up the vibrational scale, and write those words. And then write more sentences as you reach for that new goal. And when you feel the sensation of relief that comes, and it will come, it is our promise to you. You can't do this without it coming. Circle the new achieved goal and underline it as you triumphantly say, my new set point emotionally is, and pat yourself on the back for regaining control of your own vibrational pattern. And if you have time, stay there longer. It is our encouragement that especially when you feel strong negative emotion, that you sit and do this. Because as you sit and do this, in the midst of that strong negative emotion, you have the greatest opportunity to feel your vibrational relief. And that feeling of emotional relief is the feeling of the letting go of resistance. And the feeling of the letting go of resistance is what practicing the art of allowing is. This is a powerful process for once and for all changing the set point of your vibrational state or your point of attraction. We are exhilarated as we interact with you. It is with great satisfaction that we play together. We are enjoying the details of your time-space reality, and we are enjoying the details of your exposure to one another. We are enjoying the desire that is bursting forth within you. And if there is any desire that we hold, and we do hold desire, sometimes Jerry doesn't think that Abraham wants anything, but it is our desire that you rediscover the power of your own connection to source energy. Because that's where clarity is, that's where wellness is, that's where joy is, that's where fun is, that's where exhilaration is, that's where all the good stuff is. There is great love here for you. And for now, we are complete.